Hi guys, my name's Subtutor, I'm the man on the Silver Man, and welcome back to Conan Exiles. Now, I wanted to talk this week, before we get into more of the build stuff and more of the attribute changes and things like that, I wanted to talk about some of the map changes that have happened, because you guys know I love my exploration and the stuff that I can do there, and it's changed and been added to, and obviously I can't go and explore all the places out in the volcano biome or region or the other regions, but for instance down here, yes, I've got God mode on for various reasons, but I don't have cloak on, and yet now the Relic Hunter City is, I don't know what you're doing, but the Relic Hunter City is now completely neutral, and there are merchants around. I don't know if I'll be able to find one. I'm going to avoid the spoilers that are down here, but it does mean that all of the emotes and things that are down in this part of the world that you can learn are all kind of far more accessible and easy to get to. So, you know, there's that. And we're going to be jumping around the map a little bit, so you'll have to excuse some of the load screens if I decide not to cut them out, because they're fast enough. But we've got I can hear the emote happening. The ghosts are around here somewhere, but I can't... Oh! No. I can hear them, but I can't see them. That's fine. But as said, they're easier to find. Now I built myself a little house up here. My favourite design. Now, yeah, I've also set up a whole load of vapor traps because I was getting really tired of these guys coming up and deciding that they just wanted to walk in and out of my my base, my building here. So you'll have to excuse the traps. That guy just walked it off like a boss, but hey ho. But the thing that I now want to just touch on is that we've got the map room. Oh, someone just blew themselves up with something else again, or not necessarily blew themselves up, but you know, made a mess. So we've got the map room here, and they are setting off all of those explosions. Now, I've already been around and collected all of these, but the first thing I want to just take a look at is just how cool this map is, where it's got all of the marker locations on, all of the kind of building areas and the things that we've got, the landmarks. Like, it's all so cool. But again, the one thing to point out is that this is from the time when the Giant Kings were still doing fairly well, because their citadel is all in one piece. All of this is green and verdant, and it's all just so cool to look at. But also just being able to walk across it and look is just really cool. But the next thing is, yeah, we've got all of these different locations. So we've got the amphitheater there, I think. That one is on the edge of the city, or is that the Dregs? No, that one's the Dregs. This one is up near the Relic Hunter City, which is just around the corner from here. That's in the middle of the city. That's up near the Sumerian settlement. This one is up at the Frost Giants, the temple with the Frost Forge. Then we've got all of this. Like, you can press buttons and it will just teleport you. And I don't know where we just teleported. Dying Embers. We just got an achievement. I don't know if we just teleported to the last place that I selected. No, we teleported right into a zone we're not supposed to be in yet, because it doesn't exist in the game. So we just teleported into the biome. I'm not entirely sure how we managed that, because I wasn't stood quite next to that one yet. But I was trying to show off the... Oh, we're on the roof. That's fine. We can get in from the roof. There we go. Ha! Right. Yeah, so we got this one here that's... And you can hear the various calls and things. So I don't know how from here we teleported, but we did. So, but yeah, then I don't know if you guys can hear that too well. Let me just walk away and come back. But like, you've got the rumbling of the lava there, and then you've got what that one is near the other dungeon, and then these two over here are in the jungle areas, which we've not really come across yet. Because again, I went out and took a look at where they were supposed to be, and rather unsurprisingly, the area just doesn't exist yet. You know, there are certain things that are there because they have to be, but there are no textures, no structures, no anything else. There might be a couple of monsters kicking around, but that's about it. Right, now where are the dregs? I want to go to the dregs because the dregs are a good example of how cool the placement of some of these things are. Because some of them are right out in the open, some of them are really, really obvious, and then some just prompt you to go and explore a little more and just kind of find your way around the area, like this one. Now, they give you corruption when you're stood next to them, which maybe isn't the most surprising, but maybe isn't the nicest thing either. But so this one is on top of the dregs. Now, you can see that it's got a little kind of plume coming off the top of it. I don't know if that's only when it's just been activated, so you can see that people have just teleported in there. But like, I don't know about you guys, but I hadn't climbed up to the top of the entrance to the dregs at all, and I like exploring everywhere. So, you know, having this up here is just nice to come and find and just be like, well, actually if I have a map room in my base and I sleep in my base, but we die in the dregs, or I die in the dregs, then I can just teleport back here, climb my way down, and go and join my friends again by just grabbing another one of the guys down there to sacrifice. So, you know, I like the fact that it's here. It's convenient, but it's not too obvious. It's just got a great kind of place to be. So, you know, we've got a whole load of these all over the place. Like the one that I built mine next to is at Kale's stronghold. So let's just teleport to that one quickly. And again, you have to go and find these first. There we go. Like, we teleport right in next to it here. And again, like, I had found Kale's stronghold, and I was like, I hope this becomes more of a thing. I want to see something else here, like an importance to this big structure. And, you know, the teleport obelisk wasn't necessarily what I was thinking of at the time, but now it gives me a reason to actually come up and look at the place and see what's here, if only to unlock the obelisk, so that I can kind of teleport. So again, like up here in the kind of sulphurous flats and things, it's not a place that I've spent much time in. I think the time that the largest amount of time that I've spent here was when I was looking for emotes and talking about stuff, and how these trees are like the mangled remains of numerous giants that have just been kind of mashed together and calcified. So it's like, I don't think that I've really been up here to say much more or do much more beyond that. So having at least a reason to come up here, having a reason for people to actually come up here and build bases here as well, is just nice. So there's that. Let me just put my health back up to max, just because that's annoying me. But there's that. But then there are a couple of things that they've done at the moment. Some of these I'm sure will change. But there are a couple of things that they've done at the moment which are kind of, they're not bugging me, but they are a little frustrating to what I've been trying to do. Now, one of them is this, where they've changed the path of the curse wall. So where I've been building this as a kind of trials arena thing that I wanted to try and throw Hannah into because she killed me that one time when we went through the dregs. Now, you know, even if I was going to get round to that after release, even if I was going to get round to it and sort it out for whatever reason, you know, just there's nothing to do this week, I want to do this, and Hannah was around to do it, you know, now I just can't because they've moved the curse wall, which kind of prevents me from from doing anything at the moment. Now, whether or not this will change because we've got this over here, and whether or not that will allow us this straight run right over the top to where the sand-swept ruins are, I don't know. But at the moment, this is a little annoying. But then there's another thing which I've noticed, which is kind of a pain for me with some of the stuff that I've been doing. And I understand why it's been done in this particular instance, but it's still something for people that hadn't realised this, and they've got lots of buildings spread out across the map. But here, so we've got this large cavernous kind of moor that leads into the volcano zone. Now at the moment, just going to go in here and show you that you can get... Huh? What? How did that... I mean, what? We just got teleported so far outside the map by walking into the hidden way, which I've walked down before. And we can't teleport over here anyway because it goes all grey. Gets blanked out. That's the whole point. So how am I over here? Well, this was not what I expected to find. I mean, this is interesting and all. I mean, it's interesting to find that this is actually here, because they've said, oh, there's nothing outside the map. There's nothing out over there. But evidently that's not entirely true, because like we can see where the volcano is. We can see where the mountains are in the distance there. But like these dunes are so much more pronounced than anything that we've got in the game so far. I mean, they don't seem to like me walking along the top of them. And like over there, we've got those huge dune-like mountains. I don't know whether or not this is just for backdrop or what, but this is not what I expected to find out here. Firstly, because I didn't expect to be out here in the first place at all. But yeah, look, we've got what that has to be the edge of the jungle. There, I guess. So what's that over there? Hold on. Let's have a... Where's flight? Flight. Let's fly. See what we can see. Yeah, so we've got what, the edge of the jungle area over there. We've got just this huge sea of dunes leading onto an empty space over there. Like, how did we get... I didn't do this, Funcom. You did. Something's broken. I was just trying to walk somewhere. But yeah, okay, this isn't what I expected to find here at all. So let's try that again, shall we? Let's see what happens if I... Because if this is repeatable, then I'll send this to Funcom and point it out and be like, it's broken, guys. Something's teleporting people out into the part of the map that you've said just doesn't exist. So let's just leave it for a moment. Because the point that I wanted to make here was, yeah, this is going to be a way into the volcano, but also they've changed the area in which you can build. So here's me with like these foundations here as part of a secondary curtain wall that I hadn't finished building, and now I can't finish it. So you know, I'm going to be kind of stuck in terms of what I can put here against a purge. Same with the stuff up there and whatever else. You know, they've expanded the no build zone. Like if I just come up here, because again I couldn't put stairs in, but if I come up here and just run inside and grab a foundation or something and try and just see where we can build it, it won't lay. You know, it won't get put down. So where are we? Yeah, yeah. Let's just grab these for the moment, because I can't build here. I can't build all the way over here. Like they've expanded the place. You know that like you have to be all the way over here. So hold on. If we there you go. That's the point. This bit here is the point at which you can start building again. So, you know, about what, half? Over half? Just under half of my base here that I built in this canyon that leads up to the entrance is no longer a valid build location. So this building here, all the stuff up on the wall, I'm not going to be able to finish. But now that we've taken a look at that, let's go and see if we get teleported across the map again. Because it could have been a bug. It could have been a case of we've walked up here when just after we've teleported in and it's not solidified our location, and then we've fallen through the map and it's placed us somewhere. So let's... Oh. Nope. Again, we're all the way out here. So either a surprise is coming that Funcom have been very cagey about, because we're about where we ended up last time, aren't we? Or are we close? No, I think we're actually further away. I think we're closer to we're closer to the edge of this big flat area. So either Funcom haven't told us about another biome that's coming, which is surprising. I would have thought that they would have done that, because there have been some people that have been complaining about how little additional content is coming and how certain things haven't been told to us and stuff like that. But you know, we've been teleported out all the way over here just by trying to walk down. Because when we first had the update, with all of the combat changes, the attributes, all of these zoning changes for the curse wall and the where you're able to build stuff, that, you know, I walked down there and I was like, oh, can I get through here now? Is there going to be a curse wall blocking my way? And there wasn't. It was just an invisible wall. You know, you get a third of the way down the tunnel, like under the map. So it's like, you know, I got to about here-ish. You know, from the entrance here to maybe here, where it curves down seemingly into the volcano. You know, I wandered my way down there, and it didn't throw me out. It was just an invisible wall. You know, I ran straight face first into it, and I just couldn't pass it. But now it seems to be teleporting me into a part of the map that they have been very, very clear doesn't exist. That you cannot teleport to, that you should not go. And yeah, there's a lot of stuff out here for something that doesn't exist. And whether or not that's just because that's the map, that's the other part of the map that's just there for it to be square, it's where we're going to consider putting other stuff. You know, in the future, post-launch, it's kind of overflow area for spawns or for certain effects and events and things like that, because they've said that there are choices for us to make. So potentially the choices from the storyline will have spawns out here and then spawn back further into the map when we get there. Like, here's the edge of the jungle, seemingly. Whether or not this is actually the edge of the jungle, because the edge of the jungle actually seems to be here, or whether this is just like what you can see in the distance of the rest of the jungle, or not. You know, there's a lot here, oddly, for again a place that supposedly shouldn't exist. Like, it seems like it could very well be set dressing for just what we can see in the distance. But again, the thing that stands out is there's a lot of stuff here, which just seems a bit odd. But what's more odd is the fact that now we've done it twice, and we've been launched from the hidden way all the way out to here, which has to be a bug. It has to be broken. Unless it's a case of we're going to have some weird vision stuff, maybe, where we get teleported to a secret room all the way out here as a result of reaching a certain point before then being teleported back to continue. Who knows? I'm interested to see what the quest is like, or the story. But yeah, let's get back to the map, because this is a little disconcerting being all the way out there. But again, like we've got kind of stuff that's been dropped in, stuff that's been taken out. Like if I go to this place, Motsum's Hideout, which is a place that I was using for testing and building stuff and whatever else early on, like you guys have seen in prior videos when I've been rumbling around, that certain things have been taken and deleted and collapsed, and like nothing's happened to this place. Like there's been nothing that's come here at all, as far as I'm aware. And yet, the purge isn't turned on. I don't believe these guys have attacked, because I would have thought that they would be attacking right now if they had, like. And yet this place, I've got an entertainer upstairs that was keeping me going, and then otherwise this place has just been it's had most of its bottom floor removed, and I don't know why. The same way that the trebuchets at the tower down that way and at the fortress to the north got taken out. So it's maybe worth, like, I checked the structures on those other things, and the only other thing that I could find was that we had, what was it? Staircases in the place to the north, in the keep, had been removed. But it's like, that guy didn't attack me until I attacked him. So again, I'm thinking that something weird has happened here, because the purge hasn't been on since it's been introduced. And so I can only assume that maybe some of the, like, can we still build here? Can we build there? Yeah, we can build. So I don't know exactly what's happened, but some of the zoning, some of the things have shifted and morphed and moved to the extent that it seems to have busted some stuff up. But it's like, we can see that tower up there is now broken, and so's the one further along. But there, the curse wall is still there. Oh, hey, Croc. No, I don't want to hit him with a foundation. There we go. But yeah, like, just some stuff to keep in mind. And also, as said, that's another one of you. There we go. But yeah, some stuff to keep in mind if you're going back to structures, or if you're going back to a game that maybe, a solo game or a co-op game that you've not touched in a while. Like, I hadn't been down here for ages because I've been working on the purge-proof bases, and as much as they're larger than life and much, much too big for a straightforward kind of online game especially, but even quite large for someone who's just trying to build kind of casually as part of a solo or co-op game. It's like I'd been doing those and not been down here, and so seeing stuff that's just been destroyed or pulled to pieces or with stuff missing, I don't know, it's a bit odd. Or in regards to where the map boundaries have changed, just so that now I can't do what I was originally going to do. Like, I'm still going to try and unleash the purge on that base up north. It's just that a couple of the other angles that I was trying to cover, just for the sake of argument and testing, won't get as well covered before full release. And so, you know, once full release rocks around, I'm going to go through my list of stuff and then move on to doing a fresh playthrough. But, you know, hey-ho, we'll see how that all turns out once we get to that point. But yeah, I hope you found this interesting, guys. I mean, that bug is seemingly kind of detrimental. You know, we've been told in several of the streams that have been, I mean, arguably, I felt it was a bit much. But them going, oh yeah, no, the screen gets dull when you move your mouse over here because you can't teleport over there. And, oh, we're not talking about anything that's up there. There's nothing up there. I mean, it seems like there is, at the very least, solid ground out there for them to be building on, working around, and stuff like that, even if it's not in the game, even if it's not something that's going to be in for launch. It seems to be out there, and apparently just walking through Dragonmouth here is all you need to do to see that it's there. So, yeah, just I'll tweet this video at Funcom just to say we've or at Conan Exiles, both, just to say, you know, there seems to be a slight bug with that. But otherwise, guys, you know, I hope you found that interesting. Any of you guys that hadn't already gone down and taken a look in Sepameru, I guess. But if you haven't been down there to take a look at the various merchants and just to see who else might be down there, then, you know, definitely worth taking a look now that it's a neutral city and you've got some space around it to build your own place as well. And yeah, taking a look for those obelisks is also kind of interesting and fun. To make the map room, though, you do need to head down to, where is it, the archives here, to learn how to make the map room. It's seemingly the only place that you can go to learn it and all the rest of it. So just a heads up, if you want to start using that, got to go down there and learn it from the archivist ghost inside, which seems to be why, when I was going through all the NPC dialogue that I found a while ago, where I'd already spoiled myself on various things, it seemed like that was the reason why he had no dialogue at the time, because they didn't know if they were going to do this with him or do something sorcery based. So, you know, that's there for you, though, guys, to go and take a look at. Otherwise, guys, I hope you found this interesting, and I will see you in the video next week. Take care. Thank you very much for watching, guys. If you found this at all interesting or enjoyable, then please drop us a like, share this video, and subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the video next week. Take care.